Hey guys, Halo X260 here at Pokemon Walkthrough Part 2, and I'm just going to show you what I did off cam, because I only get 10 minutes for my videos, so I don't have time to catch them and show you. Well, I caught a Spearow at level 2, and I caught a Nidoran at level 3, the male version. Now the three Pokemon that you can find here are Spearow, Nidoran, Rattata, and you can find a female version of Nidoran too. The male version of Nidoran is definitely the hardest by far out of the four Pokemon to find, but with a couple minutes you'll find it. I usually, ever since I started playing, always leveled my Pokemon up to 9 here before I went on, and I'm now going to fight Gary after this last battle. Not many people fight Gary next to the Elite Four, but it is a battle to get an extra couple of levels gained. Um, it's not too hard. Just make sure that you're ready for it. As I said, most people don't even know this battle exists, but it's only there for when you try to go to the Elite Four without any badges. You'll see that all he has is a level 9 Pidgey in addition to his Charmander. Now my Spearow has Peck, which is probably really best fly move in the game besides Wing Attack. It is pretty powerful. The Spearow did learn Leer at level 8, but it's not a really useful move. We're more here just for the Peck. As you can see, the Spearow obviously is slightly superior than Pidgey at level 9, both bird types, starting bird types that is. That's why I chose Spearow. Now with Nidoran, the male version, the first thing I can tell you is when you catch it, press the select button to switch these two moves because Leer's first for some reason, and it's easier when leveling it. You have Tackle as your first move, but after you get Horn Attack, there shouldn't be a need to use Tackle unless you run out of points for the move. That wasn't too hard. I'm gonna do a quick heal before we go off to the forest. The old man that was guarding the path also has to do with the Messina glitch. You have to talk to him, then fly to Cinnabar Island. Most people know that, but for those of you who don't, that's how you get Messina. There's, as far to my knowledge, there's not really anything in this grass. Pretty much just the same stuff that you fought back there where I showed you next to Gary. Now the only Pokemon you're gonna need in here, as far as Pokemon Blue goes, is a Caterpie and a Pikachu. Uh, as far to my knowledge, I don't think you can catch a Caterpie in Pokemon Red. But in Pokemon Red, you do catch the Weedle, which is pretty much useless for the first and second boss. But Butterfree is pretty easy. I'm gonna put him in my party anyways, just to show you if you use Charmander how to get past Brock. I always look for Pikachu in here because I've always had the most luck finding him in this spot. For some reason, I go in a long time without seeing a Pokemon here. But Pikachu usually hangs around this spot right here, for me anyways. Once again, in this forest, you can catch Metapods, which I don't necessarily recommend doing, because with Metapod, when you catch them like that, all they know is hard, and so they can't really battle for themselves, which makes leveling a little harder. Okay, there's the first Caterpie, and it seems to be the normal average level that you'll find them. I don't necessarily recommend using Sparrow to weaken it. Most of the time you don't have to, but Sparrow would probably one-hit KO it, so I'm going to use Nidoran, use one tackle. Oh, thank God for that, I almost killed him. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Uh, Maybe you can catch Weedles in this forest. Probably really rare that that happens. I've never seen a Kakuna in this forest before in Pokemon Blue. It's a first for me. Unfortunately, finding Pikachu takes a lot of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch one, and I'm going to train Caterpie and Pikachu up to level 9 off cam. Join me in part 3 when I leave the forest and take on Brock.